Let's hear now from our guest, the Republican from Texas, Congressman Kevin Brady, one of the deputy whips up on Capitol Hill on the Republican side and a member of the House Ways and Means Committee. And you've heard the challenge from the president. He wants to hear ideas and he wants to make sure that these boxes are checked in terms of his priorities. What's your response to it?
Yeah, I think Republicans are going to offer a much different path to prosperity in our budget. We're not going to spend so much as the president. We're not going to tax as much. We're not going to borrow as much as the president. We think the right way to get the economy back on track is to have lower taxes, to help small businesses, not to tax small businesses. We think we need to tackle this deficit, which the president's budget blows through the roof. In fact, adds more debt as president than all the other presidents combined. That's going to actually harm our economy and kill jobs in America.
Of course, it's not just you and your Republican colleagues. Some Democrats are concerned about the spending levels here. And you heard President Obama's budget director this morning, Congressman, say that, that his middle-class tax cut is in there in the stimulus package for the first 2 years, but that it may not be in this budget that comes out of Congress. Are you okay getting rid of this middle-class tax cut for what the president says is 95% of Americans after 2 years from now?
Well, I don't think the White House really being forthright on that. You see in his budget major tax increases both on the middle class, on those who invest and save, a lot on small businesses. And when you see the price that average families have to pay for this cap and trade, this climate to change legislation that's in his budget, it's going to go through the roof. They're going to have a net cost as a family. We take the opposite approach. We avoid this controversial cap and trade program that raises taxes on the middle class. I think Democrats here say they want to control spending, but looking at the budget, looking at the stimulus, looking at how they voted on the omnibus bill, man, they're spending and borrowing just as much as the president.
Congressman Brady, we're seeing now the Democrats on Capitol Hill putting forward their version of the budget. President Obama asked last night to respond to some of the Republican critique. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I suspect that some of those Republican critics have a short memory because, as I recall, I'm inheriting a $1.3 trillion deficit, annual deficit from them. And we haven't seen an alternative budget out of them.
So there you go. President Obama saying we haven't seen an alternative budget out of them. I know that you're offering alternatives and some rifle shot amendments, things that would do particular changes in the budget. But what about a comprehensive plan, the one that kind of makes all the tough choices, all the trade-offs that you have to do to be honest about what a budget looks like over a 5 or 10 year period? Yeah,
the president's wrong on both counts. One, he did inherit a $1.2 trillion, but he inherited from a Democratic Congress that has run this place the last 2 years. And he's wrong, too. We've offered a lot of comprehensive proposals on the stimulus, on the omnibus, but we're going to also have a complete budget that, unlike his, does not use funny money, does not have tax increases, and we're actually going to start tackling those entitlement issues, Social Security, Medicare. His budget doesn't touch it. It's a huge mistake.
I'm sorry, a complete budget. You're going to match put all the spending, all the tax increase, revenue coming in, all of that's going to be in one place, not just amendment by amendment?
Absolutely. We always offer a comprehensive budget alternative, even if it's rejected by the Democrats. But we've seen what happens when Democrats spend. Deficits go through the roof. We have a better idea.
Congressman Kevin Brady, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.